to this Someone New podcast production of Death and Die, an original story by Ryan O'Connor. Death and Die is the story of how a young woman falls in love with the Grim Reaper. After all, who wouldn't want a partner with a steady job, an even temperament, and a killer wardrobe? Performed by Marley Vanderbale as Death, Jacinta Squires as Laura, Hamish Plagiamars as David, Gracie Rogers as Alex, Daniel Hillman as Randy, Paul Canlon as Peter, Sarah Smiths as Louise, and Ryan O'Connor as Uncle Tim. Listeners, be warned that this story contains and discusses themes that may be unsuitable for younger audiences, such as death and suicide. Thank you for listening. Enjoy.
I told you, we shouldn't have asked for directions.
And who was it who was driving?
You haven't had a problem with it before, Louise.
Maybe I'm just too polite to make note of it when you're driving 25 over the speed limit.
I don't really mention it when you're driving 25 under the speed limit.
If I may have your attention.
And it's not the fault of the directions we were given that you decided to run headfirst into a tree.
It's the bloody directions that got us onto a damn gravel road in the rain.
And now we'll have to call someone to come out and help us. Like they will in this weather.
I'm telling you, it wasn't my fault. I was just minding my own business.
Maybe you should have been minding the road, too?
Excuse me.
Well, I'm sorry if that stupid audiobook CD was distracting.
It's not stupid. It came highly recommended.
By the Sandman, maybe.
Well, so it's not the latest football game, which I know you'd rather be watching.
Yeah, maybe I would. I don't want How to Improve Your Aura and Align Your Chakras being read on repeat.
If anyone needs their chakras aligning, it's you, Pete.
You wouldn't know? It sent you to sleep faster than me saying, "Why don't we have some fun tonight, dear?"
If we could all just...
I'm just saying, it's not my fault.
And we have the babysitter tonight. Damn. I'll have to give her a call.
Oh, shit. She's not going to want overtime, is she?
Darling, she's 16. I don't think she's got fair trading on her side.
Oh, that's a relief. How long do you think it'll take to get the car up and running?
I have no idea. I don't know the first thing about cars.
No, that's true. I've seen you try to drive a manual.
Oh, are we back to the insults now,
If you've quite finished.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm just a little frustrated. Maybe I was at fault.
Well, that's all right. Let's just get everything sorted and get out of here.
Have you got your mobile?
No, I think it got totaled in the crash.
So did mine. We'll have to walk.
In this weather?
We can wait it out, if you'd like.
No, we'd better get out there, if we're going to get back before tomorrow morning.
We're only an hour or so away. If you'd like, you can stay, and I can go back to the petrol station we passed a while back.
No, not at night, and not out here. There could be anything out here.
Even serial killers don't go out on rainy nights, darling.
Still, I refuse to die while you're off puttering at a petrol station.
Actually, on that note, I may have some relevant information.
I think there's someone out there.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'll ask.
Silence, mortals! Cower before me, for I am Death, the destroyer of worlds.
Well, there's no need to be dramatic.
You have no need for anything anymore. The dead do not want.
Even so, you can tone it down in future.
So what you're saying is that we're dead?
That is correct.
Well, That's not very good.
Oh, no. Imagine how much we're going to have to pay the babysitter.
Don't worry, dear. The kids will go to Tim until David's old enough to look after his sister.
Oh, did we put that in the will, did we?
It was in the new one, wasn't it? You know, the one I asked you to drop off at the solicitor's office last week?
Ah.
May we move on?
What do you mean, ugh?
Well, it's on my to-do list, dear.
Your to-do list? All you needed to do was drop off a letter.
Well, I was going to, but...
Please.
Oh well, it's too late to worry about it now.
Yes, it is.
Well, why don't we ask this nice gentleman to keep an eye on the kids?
This, coming from the man who normally refuses to even ask directions.
This is our kids' future, dear. It's different.
So, will you?
Pardon me?
Will you keep an eye on our kids?
You are asking Death to keep an eye on your progeny.
Well, they can be a bit of a handful sometimes, but I'm sure you'll be able to just make sure that you don't pick them up early, if you know what I mean.
I cannot alter the course of their destiny, and I do not babysit.
Of course not, but you couldn't just look in on them from time to time. It would put a mother's heart to ease.
And a father's heart, too.
No,
Come on, man.
I am not a man.
Please?
Do not attempt to cajole me. Do not attempt to hoodwink me. I am Death. I am the Reaper. I am the gatekeeper and the walker in the night. I am creation's balance, and I do not leave the balance, and I do not babysit.
I've heard that death can be bargained with.
Stories, tales, lies to bewitch the masses. I do not leave the balance.
I don't think you're so unreachable as all that, dear.
I assure you that I am.
Well, why don't we play a game?
I am sorry.
Bargaining, pleading, they don't work with you, right? But a game is different. And I've definitely heard of people playing a game to win more life.
Some have tried, but I never lose.
No, I didn't think you would.
All right. I challenge you to a coin toss.
That is not a game.
Sure it is. It's just not a game of skill.
Do you accept?
What are the stakes?
Well, if we win, you keep an eye on our kids.
David and Laura Dunning. I will watch over them should you win.
Yes. If we win, you make sure they're never homeless or without food or are treated badly.
And if you lose,
Well, what do you want?
I want you to come with me.
Easy. If you win, we'll come without a fuss.
An offer I can hardly refuse. I accept your challenge. I have a coin. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails.
Which is it to be?
Head.
Heads.
Very well. Let us depart.
So, we lost?
No,
We won?
indeed. And due to the terms of our agreement, seeing as I am now to be saddled with your children's well-being, you will now come with me without any fuss.
Don't know why we'd think we'd make a fuss.
You'll watch over them then?
Of course. I will keep my word. They will be safe under my watch.
I'll trust you.
Very good. Now, please, let us go.
All right. Let's go. Come along, Peter.
Yes, dear. Say, Death, how do you come across a coin anyway?
Funeral homes are occasionally careless.
It's a wonder you managed to find it. How did you know Peter hadn't sent it?
I became... I became aware of it after hearing Mrs. Dunning berate him for having forgotten to send it.
Oh, I see. And you never mentioned, how did you know Peter and Louise?
Only briefly, I am afraid.
Oh, that's a shame. They were lovely people.
I am sure.
But where did you meet them? Were you at the same hotel as they were?
No, we met at the accident.
Oh, well, that's a shame. So you're a paramedic then?
I provide services in a similar area.
Oh, so then you're...
Stop asking questions. I cannot believe I agreed to this.
Oh, sorry, did you say something?
Only that I hope that you, Laura, and David are happy under the circumstances.
Oh, so do I. It's a hard thing for kids to lose their parents.
Indeed.
Have any experience with this kind of thing?
With what kind of thing?
Oh, you know, this kind of thing?
I am afraid I do not follow.
With, saying goodbye.
I often say goodbye. Probably more often than I say hello.
No, I mean, metaphorically.
In what sense?
Well, do you have much experience with, death?
Some?
Only, it's something that the kids are going to be going through, and I was wondering if...
No.
But I'm so bad at talking to kids, and...
No.
Wouldn't you even think about...
Stop asking questions. This is getting nowhere. Goodbye, Timothy.
Oh, where are you going?
Somewhere else?
Back home? Is it a long drive? I could...
No. Thank you. I will be going alone.
Why, are you sure?
Quite.
You don't want to say hi to the kids before...
Go away.
We can go now, if you want.
You all right, Uncle? You look a bit spacey.
Like an astronaut?
No, like a meth addict.
How do you know what a meth addict is?
By not being deaf and stupid.
Well, come on, Uncle Tim. Let's go.
You've said your goodbyes?
We're not coming back?
No. Of course, you can come back as often as you want, but I mean, for now.
Who was that you were talking to?
Oh, that was, she, just a friend of your parents, helping out with some paperwork.
What paperwork?
Well, the paperwork that lets you live with me.
Oh. Can we get rid of it?
Don't be mean, David.
Don't be like that, Davy. I know it's hard right now, but things will get better.
Doubt it.
I know it was stupid, but please don't make a fuss or anything. I swear I am completely sober.
No, you are not.
Yeah, I am, and I can prove it.
Do not lie to me. It is incredibly foolish of you. You will not throw away your life. Your stupidity will be the end of you, or worse, you will wake up in the distant future and find nothing in you but regret.
And where do you get off going around lecturing people?
I have not even begun to lecture you.
Oh, then save it.
No. I have seen too many people die due to their own foolishness. You will not join them if I can help it.
Right. How did you get here anyway? I don't see a car anywhere. Is there any chance you could give me a lift to the nearest petrol station?
I am everywhere. And I cannot give you a lift. Perhaps the walk will enforce some common sense.
Man, that's just mean.
Mark me now, Laura. Do not engage in any more life-threatening activities.
Wait, did you just call me Laura?
No,
You did. Now who's lying?
not I.
How do you know who I am, creep?
I am not a creep.
Well, you are from where I'm standing. How do you know my name?
I knew your parents.
Well, they knew a lot of people, but I don't believe you. Why do you never give a straight answer? Why are you lying, you stalker?
I did know your parents.
Oh yeah? What's your name then? And how come I've never met you?
We were not close.
Oh, again with the straight answers and the not giving.
And my name is Mort.
Oh, nice name, Mort. Where'd you get it from? The stupid name store?
It is French.
Right.
Anyway, stay out of trouble.
Oh, no way. You're not getting out of it that easy. What are you doing here? How do you know my parents? And what's with the foolishness lecture?
Stop asking questions.
No way. What are you, my dad? Just answer the question.
Strange. That normally works.
Unlike your lectures, apparently.
Go away. Learn your lesson.
Shouting isn't going to work.
I am not shouting.
Just tell me who you are.
I am death. I am the dark and the night. I am the balance of creation. I am the angel of death. Humanity has given me countless names. I am the source of all your fear and all your sorrow. I am timeless and without end. I am the Grim Reaper.
Well, that explains how you know my parents.
You're taking this surprisingly well.
And how you managed to turn up here. I'm having a near-death experience, am I?
Yes.
Do you normally lecture people in their near-death experiences?
If I did, would the world have ended up so untidily?
No, I suppose not.
You are taking this rather well.
Oh, I don't know. I do feel kind of lightheaded.
Perhaps you ought to sit down?
Oh, no. I'll be all right. So, you're the Grim Reaper. Why did you say your name was Mort?
C'est français.
What?
It is French
Yeah, you said.
for death.
Oh, yeah, right. Nice reference. So why are you out here, giving me lectures about my future and being all ominous?
I am merely concerned.
Well, you're concerned
Yes.
about one tiny, insignificant human being
Yes.
when there's like 6 billion others out there?
7,372,811.
Well-
10, 13. Triplets.
Okay, yes, I get the point. So, why do you care about just one?
Why not?
Well, you've just decided, completely arbitrarily, to check in on one?
Yes.
Well, that can go to a girl's head, can't it? I'm special then.
Yes.
Well, why do I in particular have to stay alive, though? Do I cure cancer? Or solve world hunger? Am I the next Gandhi?
Those kinds of future events are not my concern.
Well, that's a no then, isn't it? What a mystery.
If that is all, then I will...
No, wait. Look, Mort. Maybe I was a little rash.
Perhaps you were. Heed my warning, Laura. Do not deal lightly with me.
All right, I won't. I promise.
Splendid.
Will I see you again?
Not for a while.
Oh, yeah, sure. But I mean, if you wanted to come and have a cup of tea or something.
Oh. I will consider it. If I may ask, why?
Because, well, it's not often that you meet the Grim Reaper. And I think it's something I should take advantage of. See if I can get an extension, eh?
I do not alter.
Yeah, okay. But still, it's not often you make friends with the Reaper. Come over sometime.
I shall consider it.
I suppose you still can't give me a lift?
No.
Oh. Well, can you at least point me to the nearest petrol station?
No. But there is a man repairing his car approximately 2 kilometers away. That way. He will give you a lift. Mind his dogs.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Strange.
I wasn't sure you'd turn up.
You did ask me to. Though I must say that I am not thoroughly impressed by your attempt to get my attention.
Well, you don't have a phone number or anything. Wait, do you have a phone number?
No, what for?
Yeah, I thought not. So I couldn't get in contact to invite you over unless I saw you face to face.
So you stepped out in front of a bus.
Well, I wasn't going to die. The driver had enough time to stop.
Time to stop his heart, at any rate.
What?
Nothing.
Anyway, I knew you'd turn up for another near-death experience, so I just
Tried to kill yourself.
tried to almost kill myself, and I succeeded.
In almost trying to kill yourself.
Yep.
After I told you specifically not to only a few weeks ago.
Well, what can I say? I've never been particularly good at listening. Tea?
I beg your pardon.
Would you like some tea? What am I saying? Of course you would. Black, I bet. I'm generally pretty great at guessing these things. Oh, and I've got some biscuits there in the tin. Help yourself while I make some tea. It's just a biscuit. It won't bite.
Of course not.
Here's your tea anyway. So, I've been researching you.
Oh?
Online, you know. Myths and legends about what awaits people when they die. Not heaven or hell or whatever, but the actual figure. And I had a question.
And that question is?
Why are you Grim Reaper shaped?
Excuse me?
Yeah, so, like, people nowadays often think of death as a skeleton with a cowl and a scythe and whatnot, but there is a billion other myths about, you know, scarabs and wolves and stuff. So why aren't you shaped like that?
Like scarabs and wolves and stuff.
Yeah.
Such things are the result of human perception, which I have no control over and no insight into. But I would hazard a guess that it has to do with inherent social beliefs.
Right. So you appear as what people expect you to?
Yes, but they also expect me to appear as I am, you see?
No, but kind of. It's not really important. What I was really getting to is that in almost every myth, the Reaper or the Scarab or whatever isn't a bad guy. You just meet the souls of the dead and guide them to the afterlife.
I cannot go into the details of what awaits you, Laura.
That's not really the point. The point is, you're the good guy.
I suppose so.
But everyone treats death, well, you that is, as if it's a terrible figure. You strike fear into the hearts of people.
People are easily frightened.
I'm with you there. But don't you think it's unfair?
Unfair?
Yeah. You're out there all the time, meeting people, helping them get their balance after the worst transition of their lives, and you're like the first thing people think of when they picture something to fear.
I believe spiders or even public speaking would...
Oh, shush. You know I'm right.
You could put it that way, I suppose.
But you're always there. You never fail to meet someone, and you always get them to where they need to go.
I do.
And that's why I want to be friends.
Because I do my duty.
Because you're a better person than any human I've ever met.
Oh. And what does being friends involve?
Well, we meet for tea and chat every week or so, I suppose. And we get to know one another.
I am death. I know everything that is.
Don't lie. You said that you didn't know much about human perception.
That is not a fact. It is not fixed, and nor is there any record of it. A person will change their minds about what they perceived in the past. Such transience makes any knowledge or understanding difficult.
So you don't know everything.
One does not speak so to death.
Oh, watch me, Morty.
Please, not Morty.
So what do you say? Do you want to be friends? We can hang out for coffee and gossip about our other friends. Well, I can gossip about my friends and you can just join in when you get the feel of it. Or we could watch a movie together or grab a bite to eat. And you can help me with my furniture when I need a hand.
Stop. If you insist.
I do.
Then I would very much like a friend. And I would like to go and watch a film at some point with you soon.
How will I get in contact again? Should I find a bus every time I'd like to chat?
No, do not do that under any circumstances. If you leave a time and date written on a piece of paper with my name, I shall meet you here then.
Where should I leave the paper?
It matters not. I am everywhere.
Oh, cool. Well, the movie sounds good.
We
could have a meal sometime soon as well.
It's a date.
What?
Nothing. Bye.
So, what's the news? You said you were seeing this guy. So come on, tell me. What's his name?
Well, it's not that simple, really.
Ah. Oh, I see. It's like that, is it?
Like what?
Mystery guy? That's exciting.
Not exactly, but he seems nice.
Did he buy you a drink?
No.
Did he shout you dinner?
Nope.
Ah, so what? He romantically bought you flowers or something?
Well, he picked me one a few days ago.
He picked you a flower. This guy sounds like a total
What a guy.
loser. And this is the Laura Dunning who refused to go out with a guy because you said, and I quote, that guy couldn't buy enough Tic Tacs to get a girl to come within 5 feet.
Okay, that was a statement on his breath, not his wallet. And this guy is nice. He's sweet.
But come on, tell me, how did you guys meet?
Well, actually, I was in a car crash last month.
You were what?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, because I thought for some reason that you'd freak out.
Freak out? Me? Why would you think that?
Oh, no clue.
You were in a car crash.
Yeah, I was in a car crash. Shut up.
You need to tell me these things, Laura. How will I plan your funeral if I don't know you're dead?
I don't know, Alex. Maybe you'll hear from someone who genuinely cares about me.
Oh, hurtful.
Anyway, I was in a car crash last month.
You were in a car crash.
Shut up. A car crash last month. No big deal. It was just a simple collision.
Classic first date material.
Anyway, as I was getting my stuff out of the car, which was totaled, I saw him. He kind of told me that it was really stupid of me to get into that situation.
Agreed.
Shut up. And we had a bit of an argument because I wasn't too happy with some random coming up and making out like I was an idiot.
Even though you were?
Again, shut up. Anyway, I ran into him not long after and I invited him over for a cup of tea. And, well, I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. But he gave me a flower.
Oh, how cute. Love at first car crash. How romantic.
Anyway, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of him.
Oh, but wait. You still haven't told me his name.
It's...
Hello, Laura.
Hey, what? Oh, this is Alexa, by the way.
I am pleased to meet you.
Sure. Hi.
You ought to be careful with these old electrical outlets, Laura. You could really hurt yourself. Wouldn't want to have to collect you early, huh?
This is him?
Him?
Yeah, sorry. I had to choose a pronoun and I couldn't really...
A pronoun?
Yeah, so I don't have to keep saying Mort all the time. It doesn't flow, you know? I need like a he or a she, an it maybe.
Mort.
I do not like it. I will tell you that much.
You're dating Death.
Dating?
Whoa, be cool. I reckon it's a little early to be throwing around the dating thing.
Yes, I think it is.
Am I dreaming?
You were saying about pronouns?
Yeah, well, are you a guy or a girl or...
I am the angel of death, the destroyer of worlds. Creation's balance and its auditor. I am...
Yeah, but I need a pronoun.
I am neither male nor female. I am death.
So... it?
I do not like it. But I will think on it further. Do you have a preference?
No, not really.
Oh my god, that explains so much.
Dude, you're my best friend. You should know this.
You know what? I'm gonna leave the two of you to it and I'll just, I'm just gonna go.
Alex, don't be like that.
Not saying anything, look, this is a lot to process, so I will see you next week. Usual time. Goodbye, Mort.
Goodbye, Alex.
I'll see you then.
I do not wish for my presence to make you or your friends uncomfortable.
It's okay, Mort. Don't worry. She'll come around. She just doesn't like surprises.
Well, I will try to be less surprising.
All right. You settle in and I'll get you a cup of tea.
Were we not going out? I have bought tickets to a film.
Oh, sure. Yeah, all right. Well, what are we watching?
They are showing Death at a funeral at the Odeon complex.
Oh, you egotist. You just love it when they talk about you in movies.
I like it when they make my job seem more fun than it is.
And what did you do then?
There was not much I could do. I said to the king, "Sire, you must come with me. We shall walk into the night together. You will not be alone." To which he replied, "No,
No.
no,
So he refused to die.
no one can refuse me."
I know that.
He did not refuse to die. He simply refused to move on.
He didn't go to heaven.
Laura, you know I cannot go into the details of what awaits you, but he chose to stay, to tie his soul to mortal earth.
He's a ghost.
He is out haunting a castle in the Midlands right now.
Wow. So those ghost hunters are right, with all their television programs and YouTubes.
Oh no, they are quite unstable.
You know, Maud, I really like hanging out with you. You're so sweet and you're not...
If you are about to say that I am not like most people you meet, I shall have a few harsh words to say. But I have enjoyed your company immensely, Laura, and I wished to ask you, would you like to enjoy a meal with me tomorrow?
Are you asking me out?
Yes.
You are adorable.
I am the crown and the dark and the fallen. I am rage and sorrow and despair. I am death, the destroyer of worlds.
Yes, I'll go out with you, you big softy.
I am not soft.
Right, if you insist.
Anyway, shall I pick you up?
If you'd like, but I'm not doing anything all day, so if you're free, we can go out now.
I am death. I am everywhere. So I can spend all afternoon with you should you so choose.
Oh, brilliant. Well, then, take me out for ice cream.
Of course. Ice cream it is.
Oh, hey, girl. Oh, and Mort.
Hey, Alex.
Hello, Alexa D'Antonio, aged 25.
How did you know that? Have you been stalking me?
I am death. I know everything.
Oh man, sick threats! I'm Randy, by the way.
Randall Fotherly, aged 26.
Dude, that is so cool! How did you know? Can you read it in my aura or something?
I am death. I know everything.
Remind me to take you to a trivia night. Randy, this is Maud. We're just going out on a date.
Oh, so you're going out now, are you? And how's that going to work?
The normal way, I hope.
He seems like a cool guy, Laura. Good for you.
Yeah, he seems like a real cuddly bunny. But you two aren't exactly equipped for a relationship, are you? Beauty and the Reaper?
We're supposed to be friends. Just be happy for me, why don't you?
I'd be happy if it were a normal relationship, Laura, but it's not. You can't date that thing, it's inhuman.
We have decided not to use it as a pronoun.
So how's a relationship going to work, Are you going to go out on a date with the Grim Reaper?
We will manage as everyone does. We will do what we can because we care for each other.
Totally.
Well said. Come on, Maud.
Fine, but don't come crying to me when it doesn't work out. Seriously, am I the only normal person here? You can't be in a relationship with Death. He's not even human.
She.
What?
I have decided that I want my pronoun to be she.
Oh, good choice. I like being a she.
This is insane.
So, Mort, do you know when everyone's going to die?
Yes, I am death.
So, like, you know when and how I'm going to die?
Do not ask it of me.
No, right, historical imperative, temporal causality and all that crap. No, I get it. I just wanted to ask, is it awesome?
Is what awesome? Death?
I think so.
Nah, not in general. My death. Do I die awesomely?
Yes.
Ha! Awesome. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Nice meeting you, Mort. I hope we'll see more of you around.
See ya.
Goodbye. What a nice man.
So we met a while back and we've been on a couple of dates.
Dates? Gosh, this is sounding awfully serious. Why have I not met this mystery man? I must meet him.
Okay, first of all, don't meddle. You always do this. You hear about someone I'm interested in and you just come in and meddle. Don't. And secondly, Maud's a she.
Well, good for you. And I thought Mort was a boy's name.
Tell her that.
But seriously, when am I going to meet her? Someone's got to warn her about all your your personality quirks.
Oh, you're awful. No wonder I didn't invite you around.
Lies, I'm hilarious. And as Laura's big brother, I have to scare away anyone you try to date who isn't good enough for you.
Oh, but you get to choose who's good enough for me.
Obviously.
Remind me how single you are.
So very, very single. But that's because I'm so good at deciding who's good enough for me. No one's good enough for me. I guess I'll just have to live in blissful solitude for the rest of my life.
Don't worry, you'll always have me.
Ugh, is there another option? Ooh, can I get a cat instead?
Oh, shut up. If you really want to meet her, she'll be coming around later.
Oh, cool. I'm excited. So what does she do for a living, this girl?
She deals with death.
What, the mortician? Really?
Not exactly.
I'll bet she sticks the fun in funeral director.
Not really.
Deals with death. Oh, so she's a psycho the rapist.
You mean psychotherapist?
Yeah, that's totally what I meant.
Oh, be nice. You'll know what she does when she gets here.
Oh, so she wears a kind of uniform, does she? Kinky. Is she a doctor? No, wait, a nurse? A priest? No, well, priestess. Philosopher.
I told you, you'll know when she gets here.
Fine, I'll wait. I can be patient. When's she coming around?
She said to be over around 4.
That's a bit early for a date, isn't it?
Well, we're going for a walk before dinner and maybe catch a movie. It's not really set in stone.
Gosh, not very well planned, was it? 1 point lost for Mort, the prospective girlfriend.
Stop it. I get to decide who I date and you don't. Don't meddle.
I just want you to be happy, Laura, and preferably dating someone who can plan something more than 2 hours in advance.
Oh, it'd be nice, honestly. It's not that hard. Most other people can get the hang of it, but what, you've been trying for maybe 30 years without getting the hang of it?
How dare you? I'm barely a hair's breadth over 27.
Well, be nice, or I'll tell everyone that you're 30, and they'll believe me because everyone prefers me to you.
Oh gosh, fighting dirty now, aren't we? You must really like this girl.
I just really want the two of you to get along.
Fine then, I'll be nice. But I reserve the right to call her a tosser if she isn't good enough for you.
Just don't be embarrassing.
Hello, Laura. Are you ready for our date?
Yeah, I'm almost ready, but I actually wanted to introduce you to my brother, David.
Hi, Mort. Laura's been telling me all about you, but I have to say, she didn't really prepare me emotionally for the Grim Reaper appearing in her living room.
Whoops.
Oh, she deals with death, does she? I feel like this is the kind of detail you needed to tell me when describing your future girlfriend.
I am sorry if I'm not what you expected, David.
Oh, don't worry, it's not your fault. I just nearly had a heart attack, that's all.
No need to worry about that. That sounded better in my head.
I don't doubt it. At least I know I can eat all the fatty foods I like. But anyway, you're the Grim Reaper, huh?
So I am often referred to?
You kill people.
Of course not. I am simply responsible for the process of people's souls leaving their bodies.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to call you the single greatest mass murderer in the history of, well, history. But who else would I want dating my sister?
If you're going to be a little bitch about it, David, you can leave.
What? Why? I'm just trying to get my head around how you and the Grim Reaper have apparently hit it off. I mean, I know you've always been a bit morbid, but...
Anyway, Maud and I are going now, David.
I apologize for my joke. It was a pleasure to meet you, David.
And you, Mort. But we'll have to hang out sometime and kill time. I mean, just can't have my sister dating a girl without knowing her.
Of course, David. I will be seeing you soon. to hang out, not because you're going to die.
Right.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Oh, of course.
Because I realize it may have sounded like
Okay, that's enough. He's going. Bye, David.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. See you later, you crazy lovebirds.
Oh, thank God that's over.
I am sorry about my awkwardness. I was not expecting to meet your brother.
No, that's all right. It's going to be a little harder for us until people get used to the idea of us together.
I am glad that you think of us as having enough of a future together that they would have the opportunity.
So am I. But David doesn't mean anything badly by it. He'll just need to ease into the idea. Sorry to spring you two on each other like that, but I guess you've already met my parents, so that's the toughest face-to-face you were going to have.
That was unkind of you. We were not dating then, and I am not responsible.
I know. I'm sorry. Looks like everyone's sense of humour is a little off today.
Everyone is a bit tense.
Right. Anyway, shall we go? What's the plan?
I had planned on taking a walk through the park before going for a picnic. I have left a blanket with a basket of food for our dinner. We can then go and watch a film and then retire. But first, I have brought you this.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. I'll just go get some water to put it in.
I have heard that it is a tradition to give a flower to a beautiful lady upon courting her.
Yes, it is. You're really getting the hang of this. I expect many more roses. Wait, did you say that you left food out in the open in the park?
No one would dare move it.
All right, if you say so.
They would not move it, would they? Laura?
We are what we are. We can't change that.
Well, maybe we should try.
That's very unlike you, Maud. What's the matter with you today? You're not yourself at all. Oh, was it the pork last night? I told you that you shouldn't have trusted it. It's been in the fridge for too long.
The pork was fine, and so were those steamed vegetables.
Well, it's not fine if they've given you indigestion. Can you get indigestion? Because I wouldn't lie, that'd be hilarious. Imagine the Grim Reaper with heartburn.
Nothing burns my heart except for you. I am sorry. I was trying to be romantic.
No, that was very sweet, Maud. I'm very glad that we met, you know.
So am I. Which is why I want to be better.
You are as good as they get, Maud. You don't need to change.
But I want to, Laura. Look around at the world. See the people in it. They burn with the heat of their passions and inflame others with their fire. That is what humanity is. Not the height of your towers, nor the collection of your words, but the marks you leave on the souls of those around you.
Well, don't worry about that, sweetie. You've made plenty of an impact to me.
I just worry that when you are gone, I will have to go back to the way I was.
I can understand that. It must have been terribly lonely for all those years.
It was, though it did not hurt as much as it will when it comes again.
Maud, keep your feet down here with me. Don't go wandering off in the future when you could be enjoying your time in the present.
It is just, I have been thinking.
I can tell.
Maybe I can change what I am.
In what way?
Maybe I could let people live longer. Not too much of a change, but let them say goodbye to their families. Come to terms with their lives before they move on.
I think that's a very sweet thought, Maud. But you have a job to do. And it's the most important job there is. Don't go messing with the fabric of life and death when you're doing just fine as it is.
I want to be better than I am, Laura.
You're plenty good enough, Maud. Really. Trust me.
I shall try.
It's just a stroke. And Tim's not old, so he'll be all right, right?
I hope so.
I mean, it can't be that bad, can it? Otherwise, your girlfriend would be here, and although I'd love a good catch-up as well as the next guy, we both know what that one means. So if she's not here, then he's going to be okay, right? Right?
Maud only turns up at the very end. She told me she doesn't like waiting very much. It makes her job more difficult.
Well, we can hope. I guess. I hope we don't see her. I like her, you know, but just today, I hope we don't see her. What was that?
Could you get me a drink?
Well, I thought I'd stay until we knew.
Please, just a hot chocolate. You're making me nervous.
All right. Don't go anywhere, Tim. I'll be back.
Oh, Mort.
I'm so sorry, Laura.
We've been over this. It's not your fault, but it's okay to comfort me. It's just so unexpected. To us humans, I mean. He looked fine, and then he just falls over one day and the doctors say that you can't see a stroke like that coming.
It is not my fault, Laura, and it is not yours. Your uncle's time is simply up.
How long?
12 seconds.
I'll go then. Give you some privacy.
Thank you.
Oh, man, it's good to move around. Having a stroke is not nearly as relaxing as it looks.
Well met, Timothy.
Were you talking to Laura before? I could hear you, I just couldn't move or think.
Your mind will clear the longer you are separate from your body.
Right. So you're Laura's mystery girlfriend?
Correct.
Dating the Reaper. That is so like her. But wait a second. I've seen you before.
Near-death encounters are quite common.
No, I don't have a body to slow my memory down anymore. Remember, you were at Peter and Louise's funeral. You made sure that Laura and David came into my custody.
I did.
You never told me why.
Correct.
You said that you heard Peter and Louise talking about it. Did they ask you to look after the kids once they were dead? That is so like Louise, palming his problems off to the nearest stranger.
Your sister did instigate this, yes.
Typical. But now you're dating Laura? At what point does look after my kids turn into date my daughter?
I did not intend to...
To get involved? This all sounds pretty dodgy to me, mate.
Laura made her affections clear, and I...
And you forgot the deal you made. You're supposed to be looking after them, both of them, not interfering in Laura's ability to be living a normal life. You might be a timeless, endless, universal construct, but I don't like this one bit. You can't drag her into whatever personal crisis you're having.
I am sorry.
So am I. I didn't mean to snap. I can get a bit protective of them sometimes. But now that I'm gone, well, who's looking after them now if you're looking after yourself?
Come.
I know the way. You need to talk to Laura.
Mort.
I need to speak to the two of you. Alone. Tonight.
You'll know where we are. We'll expect you.
Mum and Dad, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Tell me everything that happened from your point of view.
Well, she turned up when I had a car crash. It was only a minor one, don't freak out. And she told me off for being reckless and stupid and everything. She called me by my name, which I thought was weird, and she tried to shake me off by telling me that she knew our parents, but I figured out that she was, well, you know, the Grim Reaper. And I thought that was cool, so I tried to meet up with her again.
How?
You're not gonna like it.
Like, I don't like eggs not like it, or I'm gonna want to yeet you into traffic not like it?
The latter.
Oh, God. Go on, tell me.
I yeeted myself in front of a bus.
You idiot! You moron! You colossal, idiotic twit! I can't believe you! You stepped in front of a bus to get Mort's attention. How are you alive, you suicidal squib?
Okay, mean. The bus had plenty of time to stop. I just wanted to see Mort again.
Oh my God. My sister's insane. This is insane.
Please don't freak out anymore.
I haven't even begun to start freaking out. Okay, I'm cool. I'm grounded. I'm zen. Just keep going. What happened then?
Well, it worked. Mort showed up and I invited her round for a cup of tea.
And she was okay with you stepping in front of a bus?
No, she reacted pretty much like you did.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Why?
I'm just trying to see what happened. To Mort. How she went from the Grim Reaper to Mort.
Does it matter? I still love her.
Have you told her?
Not yet. But I was thinking about it. It's a big thing to dump on a person, and Mort,
Isn't a person.
well, hasn't been given a lot of affection in her existence. I don't want to overwhelm her. What?
It's you.
What?
The problem. It's you.
Excuse me?
That's what changed. That's the cog in the wheels. That's why everything's topsy-turvy in this situation. You decided that the Grim Reaper needed loving, and it's believed you. It's changing, and I don't think that's a good thing.
She, David, is growing. I thought you liked Mort.
I do, but the Reaper is a fundamental law of the universe. It shouldn't be changed, it shouldn't be meddled with, and it shouldn't be told it needs love by a love-struck girl.
Get out.
Hey, don't think you can intimidate me out of here. You know that I'm right. I understand how you feel, but you cannot interfere with Mort anymore. She has a job to do, and it's literally the most important thing in the universe.
But I love her, and I think that she loves me.
It's not enough, Laura. I'm sorry. You should stop now, before everything falls apart.
No, don't meddle. I said that you shouldn't meddle.
Laura, listen. It's cool what's been going on, and I'm really glad that you've been happy with Mort, but she's not... It's complicated, even when you get used to the idea of dating the Grim Reaper. She made a deal with our parents to look after us, and dating you is changing her, and you have to admit, things are getting too complicated.
I wish they weren't.
I do too, but they are, and now one of the three of us has to do what Mum and Dad asked, and look after you.
No, I won't. You don't get to choose who I date, and I am not breaking up with Mort.
You've been listening.
I am everywhere. I know all things.
Then you know I'm right.
Yes, I do.
Mort.
It was wrong of me to allow things to get so out of hand. It was wrong of me to abandon my duty to your parents by becoming involved. It was wrong of me to use you to explore my desire for emotional connection. I apologize.
Please don't, Mort.
I am sorry, Laura. But your brother is correct. Please do not try to contact me.
We can make it work, Mort, please. I don't want you to go back to being lonely.
I am the Reaper. It was foolish to expect that I could ever hope for more than that duty. Thank you for reminding me of my duty, David.
For what it's worth, Mort, I'm sorry that it turned out like this.
Thank you. Look after your sister for a while. I will not visit her while she is vulnerable.
I understand. Look after yourself.
I need not. I am the Reaper. Goodbye, Laura.
No. No, wait!
It couldn't last, Laura. You'll be okay in a little while. You just need to get through the motions, get more out of your system and move on with your life. You'll be back on your feet in no time. Getting back to a normal life, doing normal things, dating normal people. Now, won't that be great? Won't that be great, Randy?
No, I don't think she's really keen on that idea, Alex. It's a pretty mediocre way to live your life,
Would you just?
How is she?
Same as she was when you left 5 minutes ago, being overdramatic about the whole thing.
Shut up, Alex. You're not helping.
Oh, I am just saying.
No. You're not listening. This isn't playful teasing. Please don't make things worse here. I know you didn't take Laura and Mort seriously, but she did, and that's all that matters.
Dude, you know what I think? I think this crisis is going to be, really good for your relationship with Laura. Like, it clears up the often unspoken love and affection between you two and solidifies a healthy sibling bond.
Are you on something?
The human condition.
All right then.
Look, I am sorry, David.
Yeah, that's all right. Me too.
You're a really good big brother. Really protective.
Someone has to be.
Like, you're strong and supportive, but you're also really sensitive.
Right.
You know, if you ever wanted to get a drink or go to a movie, maybe a
Is
glass
now
of wine...
the time.
No, you're right, sorry. Laura, sweetie, we've got some hot chocolate in here for you. You must be thirsty. You haven't eaten in about a day and we're getting pretty worried about you out here.
Please, Laura, just drink something. Eat something. Move. So I know that there's still something going on in there.
Oh, she'll be okay, David. She's just trying to cope with the emotional feedback.
I get that, but this is getting extreme. Why isn't she getting better?
Because this is the only important thing she was ever going to do in her life.
She's only young. She's got years.
Nah, look at it like this. You're talking about a normal life, right, Alex? She wakes up, goes to a job, buys groceries, catches up with her friends, maybe works on a hobby or two, and goes to bed. Over and over again, like a wheel. And if she works at it for 20 years or so, she'll get enough money to buy a house so that she can worry about paying different bills to the one she's paying now. And maybe she'll retire one day, and maybe she'll have kids. But, you know, like, not much in that really makes everything worth it, you know?
You said to your nose.
Bang on the money, dude.
Keep going.
And she was kind of in the same boat as Mort, right? She'd gotten used to the idea that life was going to be boring and mediocre and that she wasn't going to amount to anything important like a pope or something. Oh, the Dalai Lama, you know, something cool.
Focus, Randy.
Right. She was just going to live her life, like Mort says, do her duty. And then, like, wham, in comes Mort. Someone who's totally out of this world, man. Mort's a special thing. She's more important than, like, anyone ever born. And Mort cared about her. At first, I feel like Laura just wanted to be around Mort. Didn't know why, you know. Just felt like Mort was something she wanted in her life. But then, like Laura always does, she started caring. And that helped Mort with her own problems, because, like always happens in this funky mixed-up world, Mort and Laura had the same problem. They saw the future stretched out ahead of them like a line in the road. Or like a road, I suppose. Like something stretching out into the distance.
And Mort suddenly gave her life meaning.
Totally, man. And vice versa, you know. It's all connected in the great circle of life.
Okay, you can shut up again now, Randy.
Totally.
You two look after Laura.
Wait, where are you going?
Where do you think? I'm going to find Mort. Look after Laura. If she wakes up, tell her I was wrong.
Okay. Well, be safe. I don't know why I said that.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
I cannot express my sorrow.
Don't you bloody well interrupt me. Do you have any idea of what you've done? Do you have any idea of what I've had to endure? Laura's been beside herself for days because of your little stunt. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, but it would never work out. A human in death, we are a recipe for disaster.
David.
But we can't know that. We can't. You say that you're dead and that you know everything, but you don't. You can't, because not even the best of us can imagine what goes on inside my sister's head. She's insane and beautiful and fantastic, and I love her with all my heart. But I have never been able to predict what she's going to do. And if you tell me you can, I'll have to hit you with something. You're just death. You don't know everything. You only know 3 things about anyone. A name and 2 dates.
David.
And I know it was my fault and my idea, but I was wrong, okay? I just want Laura to be happy, and I panicked. And I didn't know what was going to happen, but I do know. You've got to go back and fix this.
Please, David.
Don't argue with me. I'm not a fool. And despite Laura's ability to seem like the most gormless airhead I've ever met, neither is she. She knew, every day when she saw you, how different you were. She knows you aren't human. She knows that you aren't capable of feeling or loving like a human is.
How dare you?
Hey, I'm getting mad at you, not the other way around.
You stand there
filled to the brim with your importance, and you dare say that to me? I, who have witnessed the turn of humanity's generations untold. You speak of love and feeling. But have you any idea of true loss? To watch the centuries pass by and to do your duty and bid the spirits of the departed away to their fates. Do you know how much I feared to care? Do you know what I stand to lose? I cannot sleep or eat, for I am death. I cannot forget, for I am death. I cannot die, for I am death. How much will I lose when I have to take her hand and lead her away?
She loves you.
You say the words as if that makes a difference, as if love will stop the turn of the universe should it be powerful enough. But it will not. I am certain of that. I have seen enough heartbreak to fear it.
But you're death. You aren't human. Why be afraid of heartbreak?
To watch the turn of the universe is to change the universe. By observing, the observed is changed. But how much and how often is the observer changed by what is observed? I have met every single human being that has ever lived. Everyone, everywhere that has ever died. Do you think that I have not been touched by their souls? Do you think that their sorrow has not changed me? Do you not think that by their love I could come to love?
I'm sorry, Mort, but you can speak of loss and sorrow and the universe as much as you like. You're still wrong. Death isn't Mort. You took a name. You loved a human. You chose a pronoun, for God's sake. You aren't Death anymore. You're Mort. You and Laura changed each other. You aren't defined by what death is anymore. And fear isn't something that should define who you are. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
I am afraid. I will admit it. But I think not only of myself, David. What will Laura lose if I allow her to love me? The opportunity to love a human. Will she be content to grow old and wither as I remain unchanged and untouched?
Okay, first of all, you're not going to get anywhere fast if you tell Laura that she's not allowed to do something. Secondly, you aren't untouched. You're in love with her.
I am. I will admit it. Perhaps I have been too quick to fear and not quick enough to love. But forgive me, I am not used to being human.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Mort. You're not quite human yet.
You are dead, David.
I know. That car hit me head on. But hey, at least I found you.
I am so sorry.
Not as sorry as I am. When you see Laura again, tell her that I'm sorry that I won't see her again.
I will, of course.
But hey, maybe I'll get to see Mum and Dad and Uncle Tim again.
Say hello to them for me, David, and tell them that I will take care of Laura. I will be honored.
I'm sure they will be very proud, Mort.
David?
Yeah.
What do I do when it is time to collect Laura? It will happen.
Soon?
Does it matter when it happens?
I suppose not. But you've just got to figure that one out when you come to it.
I see. Goodbye, David.
Goodbye, Mort. Oh, and good luck. You'll need it with Laura.
Laura! Oh, it's so good to see you up and about. How are you feeling?
Shitty.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Randy.
I am surprised to see that you're up and about.
Not as surprised as I am.
Look, I am sorry about you and Mort.
No, you aren't.
Yeah, I am. I thought about what you said and about what David said, and look, I might not always approve of your tastes in partners, but, well, Mort was pretty cool. I just didn't want you getting hurt.
Well, thank goodness we managed to avoid that.
What can we do, Laura?
I don't know.
Why did you call us out here?
I've got this bad feeling.
What about?
I don't know, I just have a feeling.
Like the feeling you get when you wake up from a bad dream, but you can't remember what the dream was?
Yeah,
Weird. I've got the same feeling.
really? Well, what about you, Randy?
I reckon that there's something fundamentally wrong with the proper function of a universal constant.
All right, then. Let's not rule that one out.
Well, I'm happy you came to us.
Actually, I tried to get David, but he didn't pick up. Have you guys heard from him?
No? He said that he was looking for Mort when he left a few days ago. We chatted to him a few times. I've got his number now. I hope that's okay, because he is pretty cute. And
Focus, dude.
he said he was checking hospitals, morgues, places like that.
Well, I don't think he succeeded. Have you seen...
Mort? Nah, man, she ain't around.
I just thought... I don't know. I thought it might have been a sign of something.
Well, let's not rule that out then.
You're being awfully supportive.
I'm trying to be a good friend.
She's trying to impress David.
Oh, dude, get off my brother. He's off limits. Yes? Yes, this is she? Yeah, I am. No, Oh. Yes. I understand. Yes, I understand. No, I can... All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day.
Laura?
I told her to have a good day.
And that's wrong?
David is dead. That was someone from the police, and she told me who she was, and David's dead. And I told her to have a good day.
How did it happen?
A car crash. Would you believe it? I guess you did see Mort.
I guess so.
God, why is everything in my life so shit? Can't I just have a family member stay alive for once? God, I miss him already.
Laura, babe, come here.
And on top of everything, I've still got a bad feeling.
Me too, but David...
No, it's not about David. I just feel kind of...
Pressure.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like pressure, but on the inside.
On your heart? Do we need to take you to a hospital?
No, like inside as in...
In your soul, man.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean, but we've got other stuff to deal with. Where's David? We should go and deal with that.
Come on then. If you want, I'll drive.
Of course we're coming.
Totally.
Laura, honey, it's going to be okay.
You don't know that.
I know that Randy and me will be here for you, no matter what.
Same.
Thanks, guys. It's just a shitty day, you know?
Yeah.
And he was a good big brother.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell him that enough, you know? And he tried to help and he tried to look after me, and now he's dead. Because of some stupid accident. He didn't even get to have a cat, and I have to stand here and pretend that it's okay, that I'm the only person left that can identify his body.
It's going to be okay, Laura.
Not for him. What am I going to do with his stuff? How am I going to organise his funeral? How do you even organise a funeral? Who do I invite? Is there a manual for all this? And I don't want him to think about me because I should be thinking about David. And I don't know what to do or how to do it. And I am so alone right now. And where the hell is Mort? Huh? Where are you, Mort? You should be here. You should tell me to my face that my own brother is dead. You need to talk to me. You need to care. God, I thought you wanted to care more.
I reckon she does, man.
Now where is she, Randy? She's everywhere, but she doesn't have the goddamn spine to come and talk to me about this.
Randy is right. Think about it. What do you do when you care too much?
I don't know, Alex. Why?
Dude, pay some more attention. You were just doing it a couple of days ago.
I sulk.
You hide from people.
Well, I know Mort's hiding from me. That's the problem.
No, not just from you. From everyone. What if Mort's hiding from everyone? You know? That pressure that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's giving me a headache.
Well, what if that's Mort's fault? What if she's hiding from everyone?
You think she's stopped collecting people?
What do you think, dude?
I don't know.
Oh, well, what do you think you think?
I think... Well, Mort said that she wanted to change. That she was tired of the duty and the death. Well, maybe you're right. I wonder if she's anti-suicidal. Avoiding death.
Totally, man.
Well, if she has stopped collecting people, then what do we do about it?
She needs to get back to work. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure the world would fall apart if she doesn't.
Yeah, but what can we do?
We make her mad. And I have just the thought. Come on.
You fool.
I'm not dead, am I?
You came very close. I am extremely angry with you.
Cool.
Incorrect. Not cool. I refuse to collect any more souls, especially yours. I am tired of the balance, I am tired of the duty, and I am tired of death. Please do not endanger yourself again.
You already know how I'm going to die. I wonder how much your interfering will actually impact anything if you can't change the result.
I have always hoped that my speaking with you would impact on how you used the time you have, not how much time you have.
I guess that's fair. It is good to see you. You need to do your job, Mort.
Do not call me that. It was foolish to take a name.
Yeah, it was pretty human of you.
Do not mock me. I should never have agreed to become involved in human lives. I should never have tried to influence you. I should never have cared.
But you did.
Foolishly.
Did you see David?
I did.
I wish that you had come and told me yourself. What?
I am sorry that he died.
You knew all along, didn't you? And that's okay. I'm not mad. You can't change the outcome, but it must have hurt knowing what was coming. Because you can feel.
I wish I did not.
Don't we all?
How do humans bear it?
Honestly, well, we don't. Most of the time, we just wrap ourselves up in a protective little mesh of low expectations and a healthy dose of negativity so that when the bad things do happen, they don't hurt so bad. And we don't dream big dreams because they always hurt, no matter what. And we don't hope for things that probably won't happen. It's easier.
It looks very different from the outside.
I'm sure it does. But, you know, that's what the difference is, I guess, between the strong people and the weak people. The strong people, the ones who end up making a difference and helping other people, are the ones who are okay with hurting. It all balances out in the end, I guess. The people who aren't okay with it tend to just fade into the background.
I wish I could go back to the way I was.
Well, you can't go backwards, kiddo. Only forwards. You, of all people, should know that.
I have missed you. You are right, of course. I must return. I believe that I always knew that. Perhaps some part of me was hoping that you would come to save me. But I must do my duty now, as I have always done. Pain is the price of emotion. Sorrow is the price of joy.
It is, isn't it?
Goodbye, Laura.
Wait. You know, if you want to keep seeing each other, we can work it out. It's okay to have feelings.
No.
Why not?
I will return to the balance. That much is necessary, and I have known that I must. The fact of our relationship was based on an untruth. You and I will never be able to have a relationship. When you die, I will be alone again. And I am not a fit partner for someone as special as you.
But...
No buts, Laura. I will see you only once more. Goodbye.
Laura, oh good, you're not dead.
That's true friendship right there.
Look, seriously, I am glad, but that idiot almost hit you.
That was kind of the point.
Did you see Mort?
Yes.
And?
And she'll let people die again. She said she knew she had to again, but she was hoping... She said she was hoping that I would save her.
Did you?
She doesn't want us to see each other anymore. She said that she would only see me once more when I died.
Yeah, in several decades. Maybe she'll change her mind by then.
Maybe, but I...
You want to be with her.
Totally.
What can we do, sweetie?
I don't know. Unless you can figure out a way to make me immortal, not much.
But if you were immortal, you'd never see her again.
No, I just mean that Maud's afraid of when she'll have to say goodbye. She can see me when I'm alive, but after I die...
Dude, if only you could, get killed, but not die.
Laura, I don't like that look you've got there. Laura?
I've got a plan.
No, that sounds ominous.
Don't worry, there's a few things I need to do before I go ahead.
Laura, I said only once more.
But you didn't say when. And besides, I don't think you can have any near-death experiences after you're dead. I'm dead, aren't I?
Yes. I am sorry.
I'm not.
You have wasted the opportunity of a life.
I don't think so. I didn't want to die, you know. This wasn't me looking for a way out.
And yet you are dead.
I know.
And now you will be able to see your parents and your brother and your uncle. They await you. Come, I will show you the way.
Nah.
Pardon me?
I said, nah.
What do you mean, nah?
I'm not going. I'm staying here on Earth and haunting.
Haunting?
Yep. I thought I'd hang out in old creepy houses and bang cupboards around.
No.
Pardon me?
No. You may not. You must have a reason to stay here. You have to be tethered to the earth by a purpose great enough to resist the pull of the afterlife. And you do not have that.
But I am not being tethered to the earth.
Are you being deliberately obtuse? Why do you not explain yourself?
Oh, I'm having too much fun for that. Back on topic. I'm staying here.
Here,
Yes.
at the bottom of this quite high cliff.
Oh, no.
Laura,
Yes, sweetie?
what are you doing?
I'm not dying,
But you killed yourself.
but not so I could die. I'm not moving on.
I can see that.
No, listen. I'm not just not dying. I'm not dying. Death isn't my way out. It's my way in.
Way into what? Why stay here when you could join your family, enjoy yourself?
Oh, so there is a heaven.
Laura,
I have a reason.
go on.
I'm not being tethered to the earth because I don't care about it all that much. But I do have a reason to stay. So I'm tethering myself to you. I know it's not impossible. You told me the rules about staying as a ghost, and I know that once my purpose is fulfilled, I'll be able to go to heaven. So I'm staying here with you. I'll move on when I think that you can manage without me. And you may never be able to manage without me. It's possible. You're fairly useless at these emotions, but I figured that this would give us a lot of time together. And you won't have to worry about me dying and leaving you anymore, so we can figure it out, like you said. Say something.
I don't know what to say.
Like I said, fairly useless at emotions.
Are you sure?
I have never been more sure.
You caused your own death just so that we could be together.
I'm trying to gauge your reaction here. Should I go in for a hug or run for cover?
Your parents are not going to be happy.
Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'd like to think that they'd support this. You know, it makes me happy, so that should make them happy.
Perhaps.
So, what do you say? Want to be tied to me for the rest of eternity?
I am not sure.
Oh.
But I will agree to this for the rest of the day and see what the result is. If it is successful, we can continue tomorrow.
And then the day after?
Perhaps the day after that.
And the next one after that?
We'll see how it goes. Maybe the next day.
Maybe another week?
Another minute. Thank you again for listening to Someone New's podcast production of Death and Die. Join us in giving thanks to the actors that have contributed to our projects during the 2020 isolation. See you for our next production. This has been another original production by the GGCI in collaboration with Someone New Theatre Company.